So I have ridden this filly about 5 rides, I think. And when I say rides, that's if you envision loping out through the pasture, that would not be what that was. When I say rides, I mean I was sitting on her back and her feet were moving. They didn't, the first 2 or 3 rides, they didn't move very far, and they certainly didn't move very fast. First ride was 2 minutes maybe. Second ride was maybe 4 minutes. Third ride was maybe 7 or 8 minutes. I didn't time them, but you know, you get the idea. So what I'm waiting for here is for her to drop her head and lick and chew. Okay, we'll see how long that takes, and then I'm going to get on her. There, she took out a deep breath. Her head's starting to go down. Shaking her head. Now she's going to lick and chew. Okay. So by me waiting an extra 30 seconds or a minute, I allowed her tension level to go from about a 5 back down to a 3. So when I get on her, she starts at 3 instead of starting at 5. And I've explained this on a lot of previous videos. This is just how I think about a horse's stress levels. So I need to give her a chance to calm down before I get on her. And then we'll start at 3, because she's going to get more excited when I start asking her to do things. Okay, so that's pretty good. She heads down, she's blinking her eyes. Good. We actually rode her twice yesterday. I rode her for 10, 15 minutes, and then Susie, rode her for about another 10 or 15 minutes. And Susie actually, we actually loped her a little bit, trotted and loped mostly when Susie was on her. What we had to do is you had to get somebody in the middle with a stick and string to get her moving, because she was not understanding moving out with a rider on her back. Okay. Okay, I'm just checking the cinch. I'm going to tighten it up 1 notch. Okay, anytime you tighten a cinch, you always want that horse to move before you get on them. You don't want them to lock up here. Okay, and I'm using a different bit on her. Actually, what I did was I switched bits. The one I was using on springtime, I put on her today, and vice versa. This one has a little bit of a tongue relief, so it's not straight across. It's kind of just has a little bit of a bend in the mouthpieces. So a little different feel on the horse's mouth, and the other one's straighter. So they had each been wearing these bits for about a week, so I decided to just switch them out. It just kind of gives them something else to get used to and think about. All right, good. I love how she's standing there. Let's see what she does. Both of them have been a little fidgety. When I start to get on, they'll start moving around, and that's not an acceptable habit to have. Okay, good. A lot better today. A lot better. So I've worked quite a bit. Now she's moving. I've worked quite a bit. Tilt her head this way just a little bit on getting them to stand still until I ask them to move. There we go, baby. There we go. There we go, baby. And on any horse, I almost never just get on and go. I mean, you know, there might be a day when you got to go chase a cow that's loose or something, but generally I'll get on them and I'll sit here for 30 seconds or a minute before I ask them to do anything. Want her looking at me out of both eyes. Okay, and I'll flex her both ways. So that bit feels just a smudge different than the other one. She's actually responding to it a little better than she did the other one. Okay, good. Good girl. Okay. She's flexing pretty soft on both sides. I like that. Good girl. Okay. Now I'm going to bend her just a little bit and ask her to walk off, and she did pretty nicely. Okay. So I just barely kind of touched her with my calves, and she walked off. Come on, babe. And let's see, because we trotted her. I rode her at a trot yesterday. Susie rode her at a trot and a lope. But we had somebody in here getting her moving. So whether I can do that without help, we'll find out. And she's fixed on the dog underneath that little hole right there. Okay, come on, babe. All right, so I'm gonna have to get her. She's not with me. I don't know if you can see this, but she's thinking about all kinds of stuff and not me. So I'm gonna have to get her mind focused on me. And it could be I'm reaching the end of her attention span. So if I can't get her on me, I'll just get off of her, let her rest for an hour or so and get back on her later. Okay, come on. Come on, let's go. That's a little better, come on. There, I got both ears now. Okay. First, yeah. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Okay. She sped up. She didn't go as fast as I wanted her to. I was trying to get her to trot off. She did speed up when I kicked her, kissed to her. Okay. Come on. Let's go. There, got a little jog. Good. And I know we're going out of frame, but only so much I can control in this world. Frankly, there's not that much. Come on. Come on. There we go. So I'm back with Bonnie here for a second session. She's had about, I don't know, 45 minutes or so to rest. And I went in and got a little quirt out of the barn, a little riding crop. The reason I'm going to use this is because you saw she wasn't moving out very well. And it's a little bit easier for me to use this than it is the tail end of the split reins. I can do it a little quicker and I can stay in position a little better. I just want to make sure she's not afraid of it. She's never seen it before, so I want her to get used to it here. See it flopping around there. May take me a minute to get her used to it. Okay. Here we go. So what I'll do with this is if she doesn't move, or when she doesn't move, because I'm pretty sure she won't, is I'll just tap her right here on the flanks, kind of right behind my leg. Okay, move over. Okay. All right, so I'll ask her to go forward, and then I'll just kind of tap her right there. Or I might tap her on the hip. Okay. So this will be my backup to help her understand that she needs to go. There, good. I'll tap her and then I'm going to rub her with it because I don't want her to be afraid of it. I just want her to understand that it means go. There, good. Okay. Here we go. Come here, babe. Okay. All right. There. Good. Okay. There. Now I'm going to come in and rub her with it. Good. She's licking and chewing. Okay. So that's obviously a lot more motion than I'll be doing when I'm riding her, but I just wanted her to kind of get used to it here. She's going to have to figure out her job is to move. And my horse Duke, my little paint horse, was the same way as her. When I first started riding him, had almost the same feel to him. Just didn't want to move out very much. He's a little bit lazy and he didn't understand what I wanted him to do, and she's kind of in the same position. And she'll figure it out. I'm going to start off using it pretty easy. She needs to understand she needs to go somewhere. Okay. Okay. Here we go, baby. I'm going to ask her with my legs and tap her with that quirt. Good. Got her to trot. That's what I needed. Okay. Let's go. Good. Got her to trot. Good. And that time I just tapped my leg with it. I didn't actually tap her. You want to do as little as possible, but I want to keep her trotting here. Good.